Holy cow. Oh my gosh, guys. Welcome to another Wednesday live stream. I hope you're all doing well, because holy cow, today has been special. I don't know why, but we seem to have some weird internet drain, and that is not allowing for a good connection. It's not allowing for basic videos to get played. So, you know, slightly frustrated. The 4th is not with me today, let's say, as you know. Happy May the 4th.
You know, I was half expecting you to say, May the 4th be with you, and I could be like, and also with you.
I'm really good at missing those cues. So, anywho, thank you all for being here tonight. I hope your Wednesday is going better than mine. And yeah, so let's start with
thing, Debbie Downer.
Well, yeah, you know how moody I was being right before this. Why does nothing want to work? I hate you, computers and technology. Please do what I want. Anyway, let's start off by seeing what everyone is working on today. Starting with you, Miss Flo, what are you working on?
I am working on Necrons again. In particular, I'm working on getting the bases of these 3 here and this model here completed.
Yeah, those guys look super cool. Were they part of DJ's 500 point list?
Yes, these are all part of that.
Gross. So after getting tabled by his Tau in my last 500 point game, the FAQ came out to help Imperial Guard with the Wrath of the Empire or Hand of the Empire or whatever, Emperor rule. And so I'm hoping that my same list is better now. And he's switching to Tyranids, and I'm not changing anything else. I'm sorry, he's switching to Necrons. See, bugs, they look like bugs, whatever. Necrons. And so I'm hoping that will be a better outcome for me. So, ho-hum. Anyway, let's say hi to everybody in the chat tonight, and let me know what you're working on. Hello, 1814, how you doing? Hi, fellas, what's up? Hi, Kyle.
Hello.
Austin won't be joining us tonight. He's off playing games, which is awesome. I hope he has a great time. Saron, hi. Hey, Jeremy. Good to see you, man. Hope you're feeling better. Thomas, welcome. And Todd, what's good painting people? Paul, thank you, as always, for being my amazing moderator. Hi, Illyrian. Rivak, as Obi-Wan would say, well, hello there. No painting for me today, says Jeremy. I have some Warcry models I'm converting. Then I have a work conference call, which I'll be on in a bit. Ew, that sounds horrible. Well, thanks for joining us while you can. Let's see. Hello, Bills. Hope you're doing all right as well. Kaio, today I'm painting War Machine Tactics. Or I'm playing War Machine Tactics. Bit tired to paint. Oof. You know, they've done a lot to improve War Machine Tactics, like as a video game, but it's been quite a while since I played, and
the memories are not fond.
Well, the memories got really frustrating because I ended up doing one of their DLC games, and I was playing, what was even the mission? I had to help like these Signar trenchers, but they were so stupid that all they did was run toward the enemy, and I couldn't save them. Like, you lose if they die, and all they wanted to do was run right into, like, I think cricks. It was...
Sounds like an escort mission.
It was. It was an incredibly frustrating escort mission with a gaggle of characters to save.
Incredibly frustrating and escort mission. Isn't that kind of redundant?
But it's, like, multiplicative, right? It's like, it's one thing when you have one person you're escorting, and you can generally handle that, even if it's a nuisance. But it's a bunch of players, or a bunch of other models that you don't have control over, that, I don't know. It was basically an impossible mission, and I was like, I can't do this right now. I'll come back to you. Although I do kind of miss streaming the video games. Let's see, speaking of them 4th, have you played or done anything with Star Wars lately?
No.
Only talked about it.
Let's say, my short answer, no.
Yeah, no Star Wars Legion for us, no X-Wing, none of that. Thomas painting 5 Iron Kingdoms minis plus Weird Wendell from Riot Quest. Ah, Weird Wendell. I was looking at the Riot Quest models actually last week. I was looking over that box set and I'm gonna assemble like the first little basic set of characters. Maybe learn the rules. I hear it's easy. Bill's played a couple of board games with a longtime friend. Won one, lost one. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Todd working on the Hobgoblin Squires for the Knights Rumble Slam team. Wow, sounds good. So it sounds like y'all are doing all right out there. I'm very happy to hear that. Jeremy, I built Lando and Bosk for Legion today. Nice. The original intent of this live stream was to try and play the short film from the Rangers movie that Dave from Miniwargaming actually wrote and directed. He also did a short film, bonus short film, that had me in it, and I really wanted to show everybody. And I asked Dave, and he said that was cool. And so I'm like, okay, cool. I get to the studio and I start trying to set this up, and like
everything broke.
Everything that could go wrong did go wrong. This computer decided, despite being able to stream video and playing videos plenty of other times, but today it couldn't play a single YouTube video for more than 5 seconds. Why? Because I wanted it, I guess. So after the litany of profanity I tend to perform when this happens, we just sort of had to let it go. And so we're going to try again later, I think. Not later tonight, but later this week, maybe, is the intention. Is that right, Tommy?
Maybe. We'll have to see.
Maybe. But I want to share it because it's cool, and because it's just a bonus feature on the DVD, on the Blu-ray, that not like everyone gets to see it. So I wanted to share it. So I'm going to try again, but I can't do it tonight because the technical difficulties defeated me tonight, in all fairness. So. Yeah, computer fail. Oh, I was so upset. So, it's fine. We're just gonna talk about actual painting things and maybe some Star Wars things, although I guess not so much Star Wars gaming things because I am horribly behind on that. I think the last proper Star Wars video game I played was Rogue Squadron for the N64, which by the way was a fabulous game. So, I mean, it's like I ended on a high note anyway. So, I'm trying to think, is there any other ones I would have played? I don't think so. Those darn gremlins do get about, don't they? Oh, so annoying. Hey, Patrick, drive safe, man. But that's okay. I do have another cool thing I wanted to share because Paul had been so gracious as to send me a birthday gift that arrived today. Literally, like, just barely today. And it's kind of funny because he'd only mailed it, like, on Saturday. And the timing of it was just perfect, where I guess it was just one of the last packages they got before chucking it onto the plane to take over. So really good timing. Like normally when we mail stuff to each other, it's 2 to 4 weeks right now. And this was like 4 days or 5 days. So it was really, really good. So I sliced open the top, but I haven't actually opened it yet. So total reveal here. So kind of unboxing. So thank you ahead of time, Paul, for doing that. Let's see. Sad to hear that the Plunder done. Wish you a quick recovery. Wait a minute, what happened to Plunder? Good evening, everyone. Sad to report, just received positive COVID and feeling under the weather. Oh, we'll feel better soon. I mean, everyone's bound to get it eventually, right?
Well, does it take lots of zinc so your smell doesn't go away?
There's a lot of theories on that. I lost my sense of smell, so all I could say is just all of the vitamins, they don't hurt, so just do them. But yeah, zinc was one of them, C was another one. Actually, stuff like potassium and magnesium are good. You just sort of want to make sure all your levels are not drained, but zinc super depletes you, so. All right, what have we got here? Oh, this is an even separater package. I'll set that aside. To Miranda, happy birthday from Paul. The Abnett Ghost Maker. Oh, this is another Imperial Guard book from Dan Abnett? Yeah, Abnett. Thank you very much. He always has these great postcards from GW and like just these awesome pieces of artwork, which I'm assuming is from the book. So let me set that aside. I've got my like collection of things from Paul at home. Now, what are these? Are these keychains? That's a little Yoda. Obviously. Obviously. Isn't that cute? A little Wonder Woman.
Nice.
Who actually looks kind of amazing.
It's like a Simpsons one? I don't know, the arms are yellow.
Yeah.
Too big of the Simpsons.
It does, but it's just because they only had so many colors to work from. This is amazing. I love these guys so far. Oh. And we've got this feller. Oh, he even has it personalized. Wow, Paul. Wow. I have to give him crap for that. And this guy. Hello. It's pretty awesome. I can get a focus on him. I'm really scared of me screwing up and like hooking onto that model behind it. So I'm trying really hard to give it some space. And then, what are these, like caterpillar things, basically? Paul will have to explain them. So, these guys. So, a collection of keychains, which are actually kind of helpful because I was needing one the other day. So, good timing, good timing. Just add them to your Paul shrine. Yes. Extra stickers. Woot! Is that everything? Okay, good. So that's that one. What have we here? I came armed this time with probably the sharpest blade I own. Shoop, shoop, shoop. Just gently cut away from yourself. And me. And or whatever. Just don't get on my bad side.
How can I ever be on your bad side? I paint all your stuff.
All right, let's see what we got here. Warhammer 40K. God, how many magazines are there to this freaking franchise? It is a Warriors of the Empire sticker collection. Wow, dude. That's awesome. 22 stickers. What? I'm gonna open this and see what kind of stickers we're talking about. Like, these are pretty amazing stickers. I know, this is not as exciting as the short film I promised, but I will find a way to make that work. Because, you know, the technology...
Bloody exciting. Shush.
It defeated me today. All right, stickers. Ooh, so shiny and fancy. They were a nightmare to make. So it's a whole sticker album. Oh, okay. So we've got these little... Oh wow, you can actually assemble your whole like little box for holding the stickers. This is crazy. How do people collect so many types of things? In the grim darkness of the far future, there's a reaper. Yeah, so oh my gosh, you just like fill all the book with these stickers to complete pictures. Wasn't there like an application or little mini game in the Nintendo Wii or something that was
Those
this?
used to be actual like books where you could buy collections of stickers from like stores like Walgreens or Albertsons, things like that. And they had like Disney ones and the likes, and you could have all the pictures be completed over time, but you had to hunt for the stickers. I had those for a long time. I was kind of a sticker fan.
Did you ever complete them?
I don't think I ever did.
That's
I mean, I
so difficult.
was pretty young. It's not like I could spend my own money on them,
It's fair.
thankfully.
I mean,
Because if I was...
Okay, so I kind of feel like a little bit outside of myself because normally, you talk to people about like your wargaming hobby and they sort of give this very polite, like, wow, you really waste your time doing that, do you? And I kind of am feeling that way a little bit with like someone who's running around collecting all these stickers. Don't get me wrong, Paul, I love it. Like the album's super cool, but it's kind of like fascinating. Because running around collecting all those stickers sounds like something you're constantly having to hunt eBay for or...
Well, I mean, I was
Where do you get
like...
the stickers?
Where-
Are they not in there?
I was like 4 when this was
Or
a
is it like
thing.
stickers
So,
that you
like...
have to get from special
This
releases?
is an album, yeah. I think you're getting. Well, Paul can hopefully tell me. Thank you, Rebecca. Paul, do you have to get these from like GW releases and all that sort of special thing? Let's see. Random side note, Jeremy. My goal was to print a bunch of Star Wars Legion today, but my printer's acting up. Let's see.
The Force is
They were
not
a
defending
nightmare
us.
to make. So difficult. It's the 40K sticker album, okay? Like the Panini sticker album then. The envelope has all my doubles, so you have an advantage. Hi Miranda, I'm watching here from Porto Alegre, Brazil. Wow, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate that. This is crazy. This is so, like, fascinating. So, if you find all the stickers and complete an album, does, like, that sticker album just become worth a bunch of money? Like, as
Maybe.
a weird collector tool
I
and stuff?
mean...
Yes, you need stickers from GW. Of course, you need stickers from GW. You've got to spend minimum $100.
thinking though, like, so one of them was like an AdMech something, right? So you
Yeah.
have to have bought that miniature and a sticker comes with it at the GW store?
I'm sure you have to pay
They
separate
probably-
for it.
They probably just have, like,
Is that like
sticker
those old
packs you
school,
can
like,
buy.
where you'd send in a bunch of proofs of purchase? to get a special,
I don't
like,
think they do
Star
the
Wars
proofs of
action
purchase
figure?
anymore. That's a little old school.
But is it like that?
They
with the
still
stickers
have
and
those
stuff,
for
too?
So
any fantasy flight game. Proof of
panini.co.uk
purchase.
is where you can get packets of stickers. And yes, they're just blister packs, random. So
See?
some are going to be rarer than others. And all of that. Oh my gosh. That's so much stuff to go. Look, there's like stickers of just this man's head. And just that little demon thingies that
Well, I mean,
centaur-
now you have something to do during the stream. You can see all the stickers that you got.
Hey, look at all the stickers I got.
Hey, those were extra stickers. You have stickers on top of those stickers, don't you?
No?
No, it didn't come with any?
Mm-mm, not that I saw.
No, these are Paul's extra stickers.
Yeah, Paul is just generous and kind. And as far as I can tell, it's just a little, like there's the cardboard in there to make a box to hold stickers. But, they just give you the album. You gotta go fill it with your own dang stickers, apparently. This isn't bananas. All right. So here we got, here's all the, ooh, these are super cool looking though. Wait a minute.
Here we are with the Ooh!
That's how it works. All right, I'm going to bump your neck runs off the thingy bopper, which is to say, please do it. We can place some stickers on here for the moment. Doink. So
You don't want the stickers to be going around in circles.
I feel like that might be a little disorienting. That's super cool. This guy looks like a kid. Slime Marbo, nice. So we've got that lady and Slime Marbo. Probably a little shine there. Oh, a lot more shine. There you go. You're so welcome. Oops. Let's see. The album comes with sticker packs. Oh, okay. I don't remember seeing them in there, but
I thought I saw some. That's why I was so confused.
double check.
There's nothing else in the bag, right?
Ah,
You're welcome.
you're so smart and good at these things.
Well, I saw like a couple things in the bag, and I was like, I could have sworn those were.
I was all busy trying to open it carefully. All right. So we've got a little ultramarine tank. We've got a little, is that the baby carrier? It just kind of looks like a dreadnought, but it kind of looks like a baby carrier. This fellow, W14, so I'm guessing it tells you.
What they go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should coincide with numbers and or letters.
Ah, yes. There we go. Little centerfold and everything.
This
All
is
you
kinda
need now is a
nostalgic
young
for me.
niece or nephew to borrow all your stickers when you're not watching. Oh gosh, is that something that happens? That fella? Nothing like a nice angry man.
That's why you place the stickers immediately. Then they can't borrow them. They're already down.
So much love for Ultramarines. Oh, who's that fellow there? Might know him. Pew. This is fun. Looking pretty good. Oh, we got a double here. Got a couple little heads. Thank you, Paul. You're amazing. It is so impressive to see the amount of merchandise that GW licenses. These are all your duplicates? All right, Paul, how full is your sticker book? The W numbers are the center thing. Okay, yeah, I found it in there. And like, are these the rarer ones that have like this glamorous background
Oh my
happening?
god. I feel like I'm in elementary school.
Right?
again.
Like, remember the Lisa Frank days?
Oh man, sticker machines. They were my thing back in the day. I loved stickers. I think I still have a sticker collection somewhere.
It was definitely an effective reward for me when I was, because I was homeschooled, so I'd do my homework, and depending on how well I did my homework, I could choose a sticker to put on my homework. Like, that mattered, right? But
I think somebody raided my stuff though, because I had some holographic stickers that were really cool, and they went missing after I went to California for a time. So.
oh, Melinda's in the chat. She says, "Hi, Miranda and Flo, watching from a roller hockey game tonight." Wow. Well, nice. She's been so active.
Let's say, why are you watching us? You're at a roller hockey game.
Right?
We appreciate it. We do.
Definitely.
But I would totally find the roller hockey to be kind of distracting.
A little
I feel like
bit.
She might not be listening to you, just watching you.
So Paul says he bought about 15 packs and then gave me all the duplicates.
Dang.
Got some fun sister battle right there. And a little St. Celestine love right there. And then
You got how many packs there?
1, 2, 3,
4.
4. And then a little card with a Calidus Assassin. Spurple. Who is also a model I have from Paul that he painted for me.
All right, clearing the board.
Should I open these other stickers? Is that the rule?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna let you leave them in the packets, Miranda.
Sweet, like that weird collector that's like, no, everything needs to stay in the box. Rivak, as a kid, we had soccer albums and other IP-related ones. There was a lot of trading in the school playground and between people with duplicates. It was a tense get-together, like Wall Street.
I never traded any of my stuff away.
By the way, if you'll notice, those are the size where they'll fit into protective card sleeves.
Yes,
No, that's what the sticker
but I don't
book
think
is
I
for.
can. Yeah, I was like, but this
What the
should be
sticker book
its
is for.
protector. Yeah.
I'm just saying, for those people who keep them like comic books, right?
People are gonna have more than one copy of them. You know, they're like, I have to get 2 copies, one for the book and one to save.
Yes. No, I remember that. So, Old Panini, officially licensed. Gosh, how much money does GW make just letting people print stickers of their stuff?
Having an intellectual property people enjoy.
It's effective. All right, I'm just gonna rip this open. Hope I did that the right way.
How dare you rip it open? with your human hands.
I don't know. I feel
They
like
have
half
been
the time when it
tainted.
comes to this stuff, I'm doing it wrong. So just feel very insecure about it.
And I may put
clearly
those
that's
all
the
in
case.
numerical order. Well, there are numbers on the back. I made it really easy.
All right, sticker pack 1. Show your loyalty by collecting them all. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so starting off with that one. It's pretty sweet. So if I have duplicates, Paul, and you don't have them, do I just give them to you? Hey, Jay Alex. Good to see you in the chat. I'm only on for a few minutes. Just came off a webinar and have another engagement starting shortly. You do stay busy, don't you, man? Right. Paul, I still have my Football Premier League albums from 95, 96, and 98. Wow.
Yeah, I never had anything.
Benris?
Never had any of those. I think my grandfather might have because he collected baseball cards and stuff like that. But I had the Disney ones.
I don't think I had any like sticker collection stuff that I remember, but I was a destructive child, so. Little beakies are back. That's pretty cool. This one also looking pretty slick. And whichever one this guy is. There you go. That was sticker pack 1 of 4. Then I'm gonna have to put them all into the sticker book. Thanks, Paul. Thanks for giving me another
Thing to collect.
thing to collect. No, this is, I had no idea this existed. This is crazy.
Because it just came out.
Yeah, but I mean,
I
I
may have
also didn't
known.
know about the Warhammer Imperium magazine until like recently either, and that's been out.
I may have known you were getting this.
I see.
Because I didn't realize it was going to be like my childhood, like, let's build the pictures together with all the stickers.
Right?
I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel like a child again.
I'm gonna buy a ton of stickers and doubles are coming your way. Sweet. I'll have the most passively collected sticker collection ever. Ooh, this one you'll like. Little Harlequin. That looks really cool. So would you keep the flashing? Because obviously this is a sticker where only part of it is what goes in the album.
It depends on if the image is completed in the book or not. Because sometimes they'll look like that and then it's just because the image is already in the book. They're just filling it in.
Can we all admit that collectible 40K stickers are silly pants?
I mean, yes, but they're also fun.
I was gonna say, like, define silly pants. We are, after all, collectors of miniature figurines that make war with each other. One might argue that's kind of silly pants. Ooh, that's cool. Look, they have like prismatic, glittery things happening. Actually, I think the album thing is, like, the more I think about it, is a better and better idea because it keeps everything in one spot. And you're like, let me show you my beautiful sticker collection. Instead of like just things everywhere, which would be bananas. Let's see. Hey, Shale, welcome. Let's see, painting question for Flo. I have a first edition Eldar Ghost Warrior Assassin looking for a paint scheme. So you're kind of new on the Eldar stuff because you were looking at Harlequins, right?
I am. What was the model?
A Eldar Ghost Warrior Assassin.
Look up image.
Yes.
Assuming my thing wants to work.
Another set of stickers I shall open. Silly pants for sure. I guess. It always comes down to like, what do you want out of the hobby, right? And it's like, is this geared to a specific age group?
My age group, because we grew up with those things.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering. Like,
Like it's kind
you
of
grew up in the
exciting.
90s. Was this your jam, right? Ooh.
Okay, they are pretty
Big ol'
cool looking
pants.
though. You have to
So I'm
get
waiting for Garbage Pail Marines.
Garbage Pail Marines
I
would
mean,
be
it's basically
hilarious.
Nurgle, right?
Yeah,
They're just
they're.
Nerdle collector cards.
That's true. That's true. I just got my 3rd order of the Imperium magazine, up to issue 12 now. I think. Is that where we're up to? Issue 12.
It might be actually.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, that would make sense because we have 4. Is it 4 that comes at a time?
Yeah.
Or was the first one?
The first one's 3 and then 4 and 4. So I think you're probably up to issue 11 then, and then it'll catch up. So we're doing a review of that magazine actually. So that's currently in the works. And the Necrons and Space Marines that have come in there are getting painted. So that's the only thing that we're waiting on really.
They're already assembled and primed, and they're just being painted right now.
Right.
Not by me.
Nah. Look at that handsome
You're
fella.
painting your own Necrons.
Yes.
Well,
You're
no, not
painting-
even mine, but DJ's, yes. Let's see.
I love because these like stickers are obviously part of a whole other image, and so you'll have to be. Are you hyper precise, Paul? Like when you put it into the book, I assume you're putting them into the book, and
Oh
you.
my gosh, I was always super precise about how I had to put them in there. They had to match the background exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
I can see
a bit of
that.
perfectionist.
Did you find your Eldar?
Yeah, I was looking them up. I'm thinking about colors because
The Elder have a pretty wide range.
yeah, it really depends on how bold you want to go with it.
Apparently, I have stickers that Paul doesn't have. So please tell me what, because I feel like I should make sure you have them. Yes. Like, this is super fun, but I feel like you care, like you want this a lot more. Okay, we got Lieutenant Titus. See, you have the little baseball cards. You can,
Are
know.
his stats on there?
I doubt it. No, it's just like a little biographical blurb. Matthew Brown, I partially retract my previous statement. I want the pirate orc. See, that's the thing. That's where it gets you. You're like, really? Is this a thing? Or, ooh, I mean,
That's cool.
right? It's like, do we just fall for everything as gamer people? Like, are we just
As humans.
that sucker born a minute? Or,
You want the short answer?
oh man, more of this picture. I think this is a duplicate of that one. I think I have that one.
You do have that one.
Oh, there you go. Little leg from Sister of Battle right there, going on there. And this feller again. So those are the stickers. You have Titus. Yes, I have Titus. You want Titus? What do you want, Paul? Oh my gosh.
It's literally just a leg, isn't it?
It's just a leg. Sure is.
It's completing a picture.
For sure. Like there's an
They
array.
used to have ones that were
Oh,
like
it gives me an idea for
there
a
was
lamp.
like 6 different stickers they would put together to make one big picture, so it's only a tiny part of it as you went.
Oh, okay. Okay.
As far as Eldar color schemes, I do like the white helmets. I think it might be kind of cool if you did like an off-white pearlescent type thing instead and make it more unique rather than a matte color.
Okay. How do you get a pearl? Like, are you saying just get a pearl of paint, or is there a way to do a pearlized effect specifically?
So there's pearlescent paints. There's pearlescent paints, but you also. I'm actually thinking of doing something like this for the Tyranids, for some of like their harder spots, where you have a base paint and then you add like there's this nail powder that becomes or pearlescent or holographic if you put it on there and then you coat it. And I really like the effect those have, so I might actually be getting some of that for my Tyranids. Or my Tyranids. They're not mine, but I get to choose the color scheme, so ha! And then for the body, I would probably do either a bright red to a purple maroon color for like the darker shadows to give it variation, or a blue green
Blue,
Like,
green, or blue-red.
The shadows being blue while the highlights being more of a turquoise green color. Just because I like switching things up and I like colors. I like colors. Colors are fun.
Colors can be intimidating. It's easy to overdo it.
Did you read Paul's comment?
But I
That's
have
just what I would
colors.
do.
Look at the back page. Yeah, I can, Miss Birdie, and I saw it when I was thumbing through this actually. So, well, I don't think it's you actually. It's not your leg.
Where are all your stickers now? Right.
I didn't see a lot of duplicates, so I appreciate that
Definitely
actually.
Viridian's leg, though.
For sure.
Did you add all the new stickers in here, or are they all?
They're all in there. Well, except for those extras that are duplicates.
There you go. Oh, you just dropped them in.
Yeah. Oh, right. Shoot.
I had them all in
Organized it.
order. Jeez, thanks, Miranda.
Yeah. That's how I do. Oh, yeah. And there's a few more in here. That's true. These are also stickers. Are they at the front? Yeah. Those are also stickers.
Oh, that
So
one got
much.
all sprinkled. Sprinkled!
I know.
Refund.
It's a wrinkle.
It is.
Let me see that broad's leg.
Right here. It was the last one I grabbed.
Yeah, so it definitely obviously goes like that. Where does it fit in here? Because it's not that one.
These.
By the way, here is...
They're numbered. They're
Very-
numbered.
Oh, okay.
This is number 179. This is 158. Keep going.
Really? Oh, you build a whole
179.
new image there. I see. Oh, man. Okay, well, there you go. So that's where her leg goes.
Oh,
Because you have to build a whole new image.
but then you can't see the old image.
I know. It's a little bit of a sacrifice you make. Well, thank you very much, Paul. You are sweet and good at finding such random things. I have to up my game. All right, how are we doing over here? Bill says, thanks, Flo. Matthew, has anyone tried the Vallejo Galaxy Dust paint line? Seems like it would have a cool color shifting effect, but is there truth in the advertising? Take it you haven't messed with that. I know you
I have
paint Vallejo.
not.
Okay.
I tried messing around with Turbo Dork, and apparently I have no clue how that works. Because it was just, I got no pigment from it, basically.
What was the paint?
Turbo Dork?
Turbo Dork. Oh.
Those are those metallics, right?
Yeah, I have one here. Like, I was kind of messing around with it, but like, I didn't get much out of it.
Paul says the album is super nostalgia vibes. Only here in the UK. Had to share. So, for us Americans here, you got to get yourself UK friend or eBay and find these.
These have numbers to them also.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so you have to build your little card holder box. And that's where those go. So you have your cool collectible trading cards of all of your favorite fellers of the Imperium, which as far as I can tell, all of these are straight up Imperium. Yeah. Little Inquisition. Nice witch hunter there. Katarina Greyfax, the Inquisitor. She looks cool. Who I actually have, I think, because that's another one that Paul sent. Let's see, I haven't tried Vallejo's, says Todd, but I like Turbo Dork. With an airbrush and over glossy black, it can look real nice.
Yeah, that requires an airbrush. That's yeah. It's not
Yeah,
my
we
thing.
haven't jumped into that one yet.
I don't touch airbrushes.
Oh, yet. We'll
Yes,
get you
I might
there.
eventually, but that's learning another whole skill. That might take me a bit.
Says this must be applied over a black undercoat.
Yeah.
And it has like a bronzy look on there. Interesting. Water-based acrylic. And the last thing. Okay, you can throw your Necrons back up on there. But yes, little Viridian will get painted up at some point. Probably by Flo.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Aw, Lurch says, may the 4th be with you.
And also with you. You're like, wait. You can say it now.
I know. It's like, ah.
Does anybody else attend, like, sermons and stuff with family? And you're like, I don't know what to say, but I will make mouth movements and pretend.
Allurian, I think some of the color changes would look good on Eldar tanks or a bike or Wraithguard army. They have nice sweeping curves that would show the color shift. Oh yeah, that'd be really cool. Paul, I can't believe you have Titus. And Greyfax was the first model I ever sent you. So is Titus just super rare or something? Like, this is... Gosh, you're a dork. Anyway. It's what we all are here, I think. And yes, Greyfax, that's right. I still have her. She's super awesome. Andrew, good evening, Miranda Flo, and Sir not appearing in frame. And Paul, can't forget Paul. That's right. Never forget Paul.
Never forget.
I am one with the 4th, and the 4th is with me. Well, it certainly was not with me earlier, like an hour before the live stream. Just like cursing out my computer. I'm like, why? Why is playing a basic video too much for you? I'm learning.
So I was like, and Flo's going to continue sitting here painting.
I'm just
Your
sitting
Flo
here
still works.
fuming.
And I will work quietly and not interfere.
I'm just bitching at the computer. Yeah, it was
We still have version 1 Flow because it works just fine.
Wow. Anywho, I'm going to set these into a safe place. And I'm gonna have to be very careful in putting in my stickers so that I don't get Flo all pissed off at me for doing it wrong.
Next thing you know, she's gonna just like pass it over to me like,
Just be like, will you put my stickers in for me? I'm so confident in everything I do. More of a,
I wouldn't say it's you not being confident. It's more like, I don't have time for this.
God, is that the story now?
You care more. You do it.
I mean, what was it, Sunday, I guess, was the 1st? I'm looking, I'm like, oh my gosh, we're already into the 5th month of 2022. Like, the time is a flying. And in 3 weeks, I'll be in LA to film, so that'll be very exciting. But I can share with all of you who have shown up and have been putting up with me for my kind of channel being not so heavy on the battle reports lately, that we recorded the audio for our next Space Hulk mission last night. So now it actually can just hit the editing timeline and just be edited. Yeah. And then
You can just edit it.
and then it can be up on the internet for the world to see. And by God, people will have seen Flo and I's Space Hulk game that we recorded. I'm not gonna tell you when. Filming, yay! I know, I'm so excited. Bye, J. Alex. Have a good night. Wow. Yes. And listen to J. Alex, and you hit that like button if you like this, which I hope you do. I don't know. I know it is exciting times. We're gonna be driving out to LA, so that's like 12 hours from here, which isn't the end of the world. And we're just renting a car, which is way less stressful. And yeah, I'll be in, I think, Burbank. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been to Burbank. Like, I've been to LA and various parts of it, but I couldn't tell you where because LA's enormous. So, a game played in 2015. No. What's that?
Couldn't tell you where because LA is LA.
Yeah, exactly. So, we'll see. But I will have another live stream before then, and my expectation is that the next Space Hulk mission will be up. And in the
Kind of got
studio
expectations.
space. And maybe we can record some more games here in the studio. That's what we're working on setting up, right? So, Can you believe we've actually been in the studio 6 months already? Like, that part's kind of crazy to me. So how much for a signed headshot? Ha ha ha. I have just heard battle reps. Yes, an actual battle report. And, you know, after reading the script last night, I was like, this game's pretty exciting, actually. Like, I was telling you about it. I'm like, this sounds kind of fun. Like, I would watch this. Which I suppose is appropriate. So, yeah. But, so that's where we're at there.
Is everybody available to watch your short film this weekend? Would they be able to do a live stream then?
How does this time look on the weekends for you all if I were to try and sneak in a 30-minute live stream? Because the short film is less than 10 minutes. So it's nothing crazy. Just want to make sure it works.
I shall return.
Okie dokie. Keep getting kind of pulled back to these stickers that she numbered. Or that she alphabetized or numbered. She organized by number. I'm always free. Whatever. We should record a game of Phasmophobia. I will not swear. I haven't played Phasmophobia in a while. I
am
play
always
it
down
again.
to play Phasmophobia.
Yeah. Maybe
I promise
I'll.
nothing as far as swearing. I will try.
Well, hey, tonight, do you want to put up a poll to see when's the best time to stream
Okay.
for your thing?
Can
All right,
do
tell
that.
everyone you're going to do a poll.
All right.
Vote on it.
Stay tuned after the chat. We'll put up a poll to see which day during the weekend, so it'll be Saturday or Sunday, in kind of an hour bracket to see which time frame you might be able to join us for a live stream just to play the short film here, just so I can make sure it's gotten out there and I can share it with you guys. So I'll let you know.
Is
What
Friday
time
an
on-
option?
Probably not because of where we'll be.
Ah,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. Andrew Fairbanks, what time on the weekend? Because children consume my life. Well, they can watch
that's
it
what
too.
the post is for.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna find out. But it's not inappropriate to watch or anything. There's no language, so I mean, Miniwargaming, like they keep everything really PG. So you can, if you want to, if your kids aren't just bored by it, like then you could totally watch it with them.
It's only like 10 minutes or something, right? They shouldn't get that bored.
No, for sure. So how long before you start selling your movie on live stream? Well, I think after the filming is all done, because this isn't my movie, the one I'm working on. This is actually a project that I get to go help and just be like a little part of someone else's project,
I need to do my
which
part
is
for that.
so much less. Yeah, we'll get that sorted. But it's so much less responsibility than literally like every single step being on you to do. And so it just sounds kind of nice. Like just do your specific role and job as well as you can. The end. Like what? And Jay Horton is accomplished as far as completing his films, and I think his expectation is that it will be available in November. So as soon as that comes out, obviously I'm going to share that with everybody too and be like, oh, look at the film. I don't know what the distribution method's going to be, but we will see. Le time will tell. Oh my gosh, it's 7:18. We need to do a progress check. I know not all of you guys are painting, and some of you guys are just relaxing and chilling. That's okay. Like, what pending projects do you have currently anyway? God, these things are so cute. And this is like that parachute cord. So they're really strong. Anyway, what are you all working on right now? How is your progress coming along? I know I interrupted you a few times, but is that the fellow you've been working on?
Yeah.
Well, he looks cool. Can you speak a little bit about the effects you've put on there?
I mean, I wouldn't call any of them particular effects. All right, so all of the bases are done in several layers. Top layer, I went ahead and used the Hushit copper, or however you say it, Hashit copper. And then I went over it lightly with the gold.
Okay.
Just to differentiate it between the Necrons and that base, because I did use the copper on the Necrons.
Yeah.
I used the same colors I used for the glow effect on the Necrons on the base, which is the Warpstone Glow and the Moot Green.
That moot green has got such a vibrancy to it. It's basically its own glow effect.
I mean, I have the technical color, but it gets a little too bright on the bases, so...
No, the base is awesome looking. I love the bases on these. Are these ones you printed?
I don't think these are the ones that are printed. I don't know, though.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like, some of them were bought, some of them were printed. I don't know which ones are which, because that's DJ's thing, not me.
That's fair.
They come to me already primed.
Bill, so will you be a scream queen or using the William Shatner school of dramatic pause? I just took Thomas's line because that was perfect. To be determined, or not to be determined, but I'll have to wait to answer that question. Let's see, Shale. At the local Merc market, I picked up Necron's Silent King for approximately half price, assembling him and General Veers from Star Wars Legion. Wow, that's nice. The Silent King. I
I
DJ
got
does have that
DJ,
one.
the
Yeah.
Silent King, for Christmas 2 years ago.
Hey, it's hard to get around to your models. How long have I had that Baneblade? How long do I have has my Stormlord been in its box?
DJ's been getting to a lot of models. He just never gets to the ones I want him to get to.
Oh. It's okay, just hide all the other ones. Just leave only the ones you want out and available, so as he looks around, he'll be like, I'll just do this one.
I was looking for tape earlier, and I found a drawer full of, like, prints and other Necrons. Just, like, put in a drawer off to the side. I was like, I wonder if these are hidden for a reason.
Oh, the minis that rule our lives. Bills, I have a number of Iron Kingdoms RPG minis to paint. So question, Bills, do you use the mini crate option from Privateered? Like, do you use their subscription one? I know not all of those models necessarily fit like the Iron Kingdoms aesthetic, but there are some really interesting ones that kind of do. Or are you using like Reaper miniatures? Curious. I'm just curious.
Curious.
Dramatic pauses, whatever. I love me some William Shatner. I was so happy he got to go to the moon, or not the moon. I'm so happy he got to go to space and look at the world from space.
Personally see the curvature of the Earth.
And personally see the curvature of the Earth. And come up with this whole like philosophical idea around that. I don't know. The guy is doing great for 90, especially. Like, he's just. And I just love following his Twitter. He's like the only one that I actively like kind of keep up with. Oh, Flo, any tips on making those highlights pop? I can never manage to make my highlights that radiant.
If you are you referring to the green parts of the Necrons or the blue parts of the Necrons? Because they are two very different techniques. The blue is a non-metallic, metallic basically effect, where the highlights are much sharper than you would expect them to be. If you want it to look like metal, light shining off of metal is very sharp. It has very strong highlights, and they come to a point very quickly. So you would do, your base color, and then as you add lighter colors on top of that, it just takes up a percentage of that amount.
So you're talking about the blue there?
That's for the blue.
So if we say look at his shoulder pad right up here, like you're saying that you have that underlying blue, but all of the highlights are just very narrow bands on top of each other?
Yes. So I have the darkest blue. I will add a little bit more of the second layer just to make it look more blue, because that original blue is very, very dark. So it almost becomes a black. Just to give it that little bit more burst of color. But then I have 2 other blues on top of that, and they just increments of brightness on top of each other. And really do have to make it very small and very bright. There's very large jumps in the color scale to get that particular effect.
So how many blues are there? You have the base.
There are 4.
And then the 3 highlighty colors, essentially?
Yes.
Okay.
And they are primed in black. So
that's what you're setting on top of. And that very lightest most color that almost looks white. It's not quite white, but almost
It's
looks
a
white.
blue.
That is a blue too. Okay.
Yes.
And you're just putting like a thin line of that one.
yes. And not even like a line in some cases. In some cases, it becomes like the tiniest little tip of the shoulder is that color, but the rest of it is,
The rest of the blues.
yes.
Okay.
But if you're talking more of the greens, I will start with the base color. I will mix that base color with my lighter color. It depends on how many shades you're using. And then water that down so that it will gradually work its way up. And then the very tip of that, I will use the brightest color.
Water it down, just straight dilute it?
I dilute it
Okay.
because then it blends better.
Yeah. So almost,
You want
I
it to be
guess
a
you
little
kind of are
smoother.
just wet blending the highlights. Are you waiting for anything to dry before putting that next layer on?
I mean, acrylics dry really fast, so I'm not
Especially
really
here.
waiting.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
not really waiting any time at all.
Nice. Yeah, so the question was referring more to the blue parts, but
Yeah.
they both look really good. And yeah, that blue always pops. Like it always makes you realize like, wow, that's just,
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's very quick succession of color and just using the very tiniest amount of the brightest.
back to the original DJ hiding Necrons thing. A tomb world is another name for Satan's forgotten desk drawer. Bills, I've used some of them, referring to Mini Crate, but I've purchased a number of IK RPGs made for the RPG. Okay, nice. The
I'll
wisdom
put
of
these out.
flow.
These
has
are the
spoken.
guys that I recently painted the blue on.
Let's see. So basically, very dark blue on most of it, very narrow, bright highlights.
Yeah, and like I said, there's four different blue colors here, but it is, it's that base color and then just picking out the very top of those highlights in quick succession.
No, they look great. But yeah, they do pop. Like just the idea of getting to play them on the tabletop, and then it really ties it all together once those bases are done too. So.
It took me a little while to get the hang of it. I was very slow at it at first, and now it's the fastest part for me.
The highlights are
Yeah, the blue.
yeah.
I had to figure it out little by little.
No, it looks good, and it's not overwhelming, even though it's striking. I guess like it catches your attention, but it's still like doesn't make the model look too busy. So. Thomas Bills has 10 city guard to work on for work on next to support Hellstrom. Nice. Achilles Rain. Whoa, sick paint scheme. Now, is this something you came up with, or you and DJ kind of collaborated on?
DJ came across it, and he was like, "I like this paint scheme. Do this." And I was like, "Okay, well, I guess I'm going to learn to do that."
Fair enough. And you haven't deviated from it much?
I mean, I do my own highlight things, but just the blue color is what he wanted.
Thanks for all the tips, Flo.
I hope they were comprehensible.
No, I think it made sense. Although, I don't know. Maybe it would make sense for her to do some painting tutorials.
I mean, I have the time right now.
That's true. We need to work on that. Let's see, Paul. I also prime black at times. Some menus are really hard to pull up, but it's still a nice color to get there. Yeah, I guess I've just always been used to doing gray, and it's
Gray is
been
just fine.
Like, it's just a mid-range, right?
If you're going to do a bright color like a yellow or a white, if there's a lot of white on your model, you do want to prime light. You know, prime it at least red or up.
Red.
So red is a good thing to have underneath yellow to make it more of a warm color.
Oh, I see.
But, I mean, if I'm going with bright colors, I'm going all the way. Usually I go in prime white.
Is that what you primed those Malifaux, your Willy Wonka themed ones?
No, that's when I was just learning.
Oh,
So
okay. So all those are probably
Let's not ask questions about my experimental days.
Hello, Achilles. Good evening. I just bought myself an oil paint set. Excited to try that. Oil paints on miniatures?
Yeah, that's become a more popular thing. I am not particular to oil paints. I never have been.
Yeah.
I have always worked with acrylics, so.
I use them for weathering a little bit,
Yeah, for weathering.
like a sienna or burnt sienna or something, just to kind of paint on and then really wipe off.
Oh, I
It gives
see.
an aged, like weathered look to some models.
Yeah, a lot of people really like to use oil washes,
Just to give you more of that working time.
I guess.
I mean, I guess that would be the
I
case
don't
for
like
weathering.
oils, so I can't help but
But
explaining
oil's
why
known
people
for
like
not
them.
really drying, right? I mean, that's kind of the thing.
It does take a while to dry. I don't know what the dry time looks like for minis. I know it was way too long when it came to actual like canvas paintings for me, and so I can't imagine what it would be like trying to wait for a
For miniature.
miniature to dry.
Well, yeah, I mean, I assume you're not waiting in between every color, I would assume, but
Well, it's to get like better blends and stuff like that, and usually oils have more substance to them also, so I wonder how that's handled. I don't know. I've never, like I said, never worked with them when it comes to miniatures, because I am an acrylics person. by
Gotcha.
far.
no, that's fair.
If I had some, I'd try them out, but probably not on a full army or anything. Like maybe one of the busts or something I'd mess
Oh
with.
yeah, your busts are really cool. DJ made the stream. He said, "Yay, made it out of work on time to catch the stream."
Hi, DJ.
Just showing off your lovely, lovely army. Let's see. So Akela says I'm going all in on them, so that'll be cool. I don't know if you share much to Facebook, but you're certainly welcome to share it to mine if you have techniques or cool painting things you're wanting to show off.
I say, I don't begrudge anyone using them. I'm just really bad at it.
Well, I mean, yeah, everyone kind of finds their own technique. I mean, I'm still kind of curious about even working with, we had talked about like the watercolor pencils and just seeing if you can get some details onto them.
I'm wondering.
About.
I worry about like paint getting scratched off.
Well, that's where you have to seal it.
Yeah, you have
right?
to seal it.
But that's the case in any of them. You always have, you should always be sealing your minis. Well,
Should.
I'm not going to say I always get to it because a lot of them get like 90% painted. And then it's like, oh, I still need to put snow on the base. I'll get around to that. And see, Jeremy, I've been wanting to try oil paints, but I just can't ever find the time to paint anymore. Maybe I'll quit my job and just paint for a month. Probably get a lot done. I'm going to run Pat, Ray, maybe my friend John, and myself through a zombie-filled Rogue Star Wars campaign on Sunday, the 29th. 29th. Okay. That sounds like some fun. I'll still be in LA. Paul, oils are kind of sus. Nah, leave it. Let's see. Andrew, applied all over, then remove with Varsol. It all stays in the recesses.
Now, oils tend to be a lot more toxic also. You have a lot of toxic things that you have to use with them.
Oh, like as far as thinning them or cleaning
All
with
the
them.
mediums that you use for oils tend to be very toxic.
Tommy, is naphtha one of those that you have to use on oils? I know naphtha is used for others.
Silicones, but mineral spirits are
Mineral
usually
spirits. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah. So then you just have to be more careful with your workspace.
Which again, I just don't have time for that. I'm like, I want to sit on the couch. I think I'm gonna stick with the acrylics.
Yup. Makes sense. Let's see here.
Laziness for the win.
Achilles, I am bad at painting. I didn't want to embarrass myself, but James Wapple convinced me. I mean, there's always sort of that like icky growing period of kind of having to grind through a few ugly models to get to a point where you kind of feel like you get it, where you understand at least the basics of how you would approach a miniature paint or painting a miniature, which is what I got through between 2020 and 2022. I got a lot more comfortable painting, even though I don't really do it on stream. But I don't know, like finished my Catachan unit up, and I don't know, got a better sense of like the types of colors and the type of style I want to go for. Like Flo's got a way more varied repertoire of styles you can go with, because like those Necrons look amazing. I don't know how to paint that, but like painting my just grimy army dudes, I have a lot of experience painting Khador. Really wasn't that different. So
I mean, but you could learn this style. It's just, you know.
yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Like I've never lacked confidence in saying, well, I could get to this. The biggest commodity for me has always ever been time. So.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, but do I really want to put the time into doing that?
Yeah. Let's see. And Todd, I'm a firm believer in Vallejo's satin spray varnish. Okay. I think we just use like,
Fixative.
Was it
yeah,
1113 or 1311?
one of those numbers.
Yeah, but then also to get it really dull, use the Tester's dull coat.
Yeah, you can use Tester's dull coat, but that's another super toxic one.
Yeah. So you go
I mean,
outside.
all of those sprays are very toxic. You want to do those outside.
You do want to do those
Very
outside.
ventilated.
But we're in a very sunny state, and so other than the wind, you can pretty much prime all year round in New Mexico. Let's see,
Not
even
if you're DJ.
well, the wind, you have to watch out for the wind. Let's see, Andrew, yes, have to use non-universal, aka water solvents. Patrick, I need to get my Necrons painted soon. Jeremy, for a Rogue Star Wars game, should I make a new team? Bills, even a bad paint job takes time. It does. I mean, and that's the thing. Practice is, you don't get where you want to be without any work at the end of the day. Like, you want to be in good shape, you got to diet and exercise. All the shortcuts in the world really don't account for that. You want to get good at something, you got to practice.
You got to put in the work.
Yeah.
Another thing is if you're trying to get past that I don't like my mini phase, you have to finish your mini first. Don't put like a base coat on and be like, well, I don't like base coats. I think that looks terrible, and then strip it. I'm not talking to anyone in particular.
I was about to say.
Yes.
You won't improve unless you work on each step.
Okay, I think that makes sense. I mean, because if you're already there, you're like, well, I might as well be learning with this. And you can get through sort of like an awkward phase of the miniature where it looks really rough, which oftentimes is just getting those base coats done because everything just looks sort of blocked in and you're like, this is not great. But then you start adding those details and it goes from like looking kind of terrible to looking pretty good, even if you're not
A great painter.
Yeah, even if you're not a great painter, like
I'm gonna say, if you're gonna strip the model anyway, you might as well go the whole mile and practice all of the steps. Just saying.
that's true. Oh man, we should have gotten DJ's recommendation for what he uses to strip it, because he's cleaning off one of our armies. So let's see. Patrick, also Kitty and I are thinking about making videos instead of doing live streams anymore. Our internet service is just too shoddy to go live with much confidence. Oh man, I feel you. Today, the stream is still giving me grief. Allurian, I use the Vallejo satin varnish in a pot and then airbrush it. It gives a lovely neutral finish that doesn't dull colors. Well, that's pretty cool. Jeremy, Last team died. Wow. Oh man. I'm glad that you guys get to hang out and play together. I don't know why I keep fiddling with this my new favorite keychain apparently. So thank you again, Paul. I'm still bummed about this stupid video. I'm gonna make this work. It'll be this weekend.
It will be a thing.
It will happen. Let's see. As much as a first wash can really take your model out of ugly duck. Oh yeah, washes definitely can help a lot too. So the details,
Talent
like,
in a jar.
yeah, liquid talent, as I've heard it called. That's fine. Like, I've never had any shame about, like, well, this gets it to finished. Because for me, at the end of the day, I do feel like a painted army is a better army to bring to a table for playing, just outright.
In general, yeah.
Yeah, like, that's me. But it doesn't have to be, like, painted at a top tier level. Like, mid-range, up, pretty good. And yeah, never be ashamed of washes. I used Nuln Oil on everything forever, and then finally expanded out into Agrex Earthshade and Seraphim Sepia, which Seraphim Sepia I really just call Catachan Sweat, basically, because that's what I just wash all my Catachan in. It is a nice keychain. I'm gonna have to, maybe my studio keys will go on there now. So yeah, what do you guys do for painting techniques? Actually, I don't know how many of you guys in here, I know some of you are really, really high-fiving painters for sure. And so I didn't know if any of these techniques that Flo mentioned were really new information or not. Let's see, DJ, LA's totally awesome to strip models. LA's? Law's totally awesome.
It's probably LA's.
LA, okay, to strip. You can find it at the dollar store for very cheap as well. I use an ultrasonic cleaner though, so it could be more that than anything. Yeah, that ultrasonic is no joke. We should probably get one.
Get one that's better quality than ours.
Oh yeah?
Ours kind of cracked like within the first week we used it.
But you're still using it.
Yeah, we have to put something on top of it to keep it closed.
Oh.
It still works. It's just, you know.
Let's see. For me, painting always punishes me when I rush and rewards me when I'm patient.
I mean, that's kind of the way of it. And take your time.
But I never regretted painting a mini. Anything beats gray, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of been I've never stripped one of my own models. Just after, even if I don't like it, I'm like, well, I mean, my Krabbits are a good example. The Grimkin, I painted my own Krabbits, and I'm like, these things are hideous. Oh well, I guess they're part of the army now. Like, I'm not gonna redo it. It's fine. Like, just keep the lesson in your heart. Patrick, Seraphim Sepia was the clear winner for me when I first started painting. Sometimes it's good to be reminded of stuff we already know.
I haven't been using washes too much lately.
Yeah, well, I don't know that the Necrons need it. Like, they have this, like, you have a very specific clean look you're going for with those, and I think the Tau were kind of the same, were they not?
Yeah, the Tower, very clean.
Yeah, your little anime faction. Jeremy, I've used LA's Totally Awesome, Mean Green, and Original Pine Oil unscented to strip models. Didn't know about the Original Pine. Thomas Grable, you know what's up. Slay the Gray. Yeah. Todd, hideous Krabbits. Sounds perfect. They are. They're horrible looking. You look at them and you're like... There was a look I was going for. I think I was trying to do like the putting a color on and wiping it off to give sort of a smeary look. And it smeared, but it just didn't look the way I thought it might. But, you know, then it was no longer gray, so it's fine.
You were like, well... It's a thing.
I mean, yeah, and they're not like my favorite models anyway. I guess I could have felt sadder about it if it was a Witchwood that looked horrible or one of those really gorgeous models. I was pretty careful with my Clockatrice. Like, I wanted that one to look good. Heart that Necrons, says Andy Bender. I know, they are beautiful, aren't they? Shell, my Kaya 2 needing a strip when I got her. Someone thought metallic pink and bottle blonde was a good druid color combo.
Sounds like a Barbie army to me.
Yeah, it does sound fun. I mean, you can do what you want, but at the same time, like sometimes it gets too thick. DJ, yes, Uncle Adam uses totally awesome all the time. Okay. Bills, my first Gene Stealer I painted back in the early 90s could use a better paint job, but I'm not in the mood to repaint all 36 of them. See, that's like a memory though at this point. I mean, that's long enough ago that you might as well keep them. No, like I feel like they have tenure or something. Patrick, I'm trying to decide which troll warlock I really want to send my painting. I want to full send my painting on for Valhalla Games. What do you guys think for trolls? Oh man, you know, Doomshaper's always a good one. A Gunbjorn army would be fun. Calandra, it's pretty cool. I don't know. You've got a lot of options. I'm trying to remember which ones I have. I think I have a Doomshaper. No, I have a Horlick. Yeah, whoever will pair with the Mountain King. That'll work. Trolls, you got a lot of good options for. Andrew, first rule of painting: anything can be painted over. Yes.
Though too much paint will get rid of all of the detail.
The detail, yeah. So like we've talked about the Malifaux models, right?
God, it's so easy to cover the detail with those.
The Malifaux models, they're beautiful models. They're teeny tiny little things. And they don't do a heroic scale at all. So all of the facial features and body features are all very diminutive on the models.
I am very proud of the Lilith I painted for you.
Oh yeah, she looks so good.
I'm very proud of her.
Yeah, we were pulling out my Lilith, my Neverborn army the other day, and it's like, oh, she looks so good. Especially compared to like my Pandora, I'm like, ooh, I was still learning, I guess. That was a long time ago. That was an army Joey Berry bought me when we met at Adepticon in 2012. Kind of a while ago. But yeah, so with those models, that's where you're really thinning your paint and being careful about your layering. Thomas, the Rivenstone Kickstarter looks fun. I'm in for 2 faction boxes, dwarves and undead. Now, undead, as far as I can tell, have always just been super fun to paint. Like, I painted up all the Shadespire Warhammer Underworlds models for the Sepulchral Guard. They look so good. Like, painting skeletons is just... It's just a good time. Like, there's just something so happy, right? Like, in a macabre way, I guess. And maybe it's because
Faces.
well, they do have their angry faces. But...
Grinning faces.
Oh, and grinning faces. That's true. I guess they are. They always look happy. They always look pretty happy. Just skeletons, I don't know. They're probably the most fun general infantry to paint, in my view. And maybe it's because I watched a lot of Jason and the Argonauts as a kid, followed with Army of Darkness, which also homage to Jason and the Argonauts. Like, I don't know. They're just so fun. Agreed, I love skeleton. Todd knows what's up. Patrick, my first mini I painted were Space Marines. I ordered them while I was in basic, and I painted them with the metallic Sharpie. Then I got home and did the same with Necrons. Basic combat training. Wow, that's with metallic Sharpie. Did that go pretty well for you? Harryhausen goodness, right? Skeletons are happy because they're beyond caring about anything. And as Thomas pointed out, they're always grinning. So, yeah, good old all of it. We watched, I got to show Flo the movie Drag Me to Hell the other day, which is something she hadn't seen, even though you're an Army of Darkness fan, right? Like,
yeah.
Okay. And it's basically a spiritual successor to that.
Kind of a horror aficionado, so, you know.
That's true. Well, I couldn't tell. That's why I was nervous. I'm like, is this going to be too cheesy for her? Because that movie gets a little cheesy.
Come on. Waxwork, man.
That's true. That's true. Waxwork is a pretty amazing flick, if you haven't seen that one.
Krampus.
Nighticallis. Going to play War Machine with my bud. Oh, that's fun. Gotta get more War Machine games in. Actually, well, that's what DJ's stripping currently is a Legion army. And then we've gotten the cards printed off for most of the,
Grimkin.
well, Grimkin, but also the Retribution of Syra. And then I inventoried all my Khador the other day, which was
Nightmare.
no, it was impressive. I was like, well, a lot of these guys. This is fun. Apparently, I have a Doom Reaver unit that I'm not sure what to do. It's fun. War Machine is actually a super fun game to play casually. Like, I played so much of it a couple years back at Valhalla, and it looks like I'm going to play a bunch of it this year at Valhalla, which is exciting because when you're just playing fun lists and you're not trying to do any tournament nonsense, like, it's just so dang fun to play that game. Let's see, Jeremy, I know quite a few people who use metallic Sharpies for edge lining because it saves a lot of time. Okay. But just for edge lighting, I wouldn't assume, because I feel like you'd get those markings, you know, like that, those, they almost look like paintbrush strokes, you know, like you'd see the marker strokes.
Well, for the silver Sharpies, Ghostbuster cosplayers use them to put like nicks and stuff on the black.
That works, yeah, that definitely works really well then. Let's see, the Sharpies worked so long as I didn't handle them too much. They weren't even primed. I had silver, gold, no copper. Oh, silver, gold, and copper. They didn't have any washes, so they looked flat, but I gave them to my drill sergeants. Do you think that helped your time in basic or hurt your time in basic? They're like, well, if you have time to do this, you have time to get up an hour earlier and clean the latrines. Man. So yeah, we'll see. What was I saying about Drag Me to Hell? Oh, yeah, there's a couple of skeleton moments that are pretty good. Mostly ghoulish looking things, but yeah. Paul, I need to buy a ton of stickers and send them. Well, I guess we're gonna be sticker pen pals now. I was actually curious about that because I need to see what a pack of stickers even goes for. Let's see, that's all Games Workshop. Buy these stickers from where?
Bless you.
Oh, you can save 40% when you put in a thing.
Off of one pack or the whole order?
I probably a whole order so that you are encouraged to spend as much money as possible. I think that's reasonable. Panini dot co dot ook. Time to turn in night, Thomas. Appreciate you.
Night.
You throw Doom Reavers into a unit who you want to die and don't care when they die in return. I mean, I suppose that's true, but I'd still have to paint them all, so there is that. Oh, this Panini place has sticker books for all sorts of things, like Marvel.
They're bringing it back.
They're bringing it back. Let's see. Warhammer 40k sticker collection multi-set. 15 pounds. And you
Like
get
25.
17 packets. Each packet contains 4 stickers and 1 card. Well, that doesn't seem crazy.
Like $25 for.
Is it that much now? I figured it'd be more like 20. But 17 packets, I mean, that's a couple bucks per.
$1.50 per.
Yeah, yeah, that's not bad. All things considered. Let's see. I think I might go to Horgel 2. Oh yeah, his sculpt is pretty epic with the flame sword. I gave them away on my last day and painted them the night before. Wow. So Patrick, do you have any of like the, what is it, the Archon that the trolls use, the natural one, the Dunian one? Dunian Archon? I'm trying to remember what they call them. But yeah, like, do you have any of those newer models or? what you're rocking. I'll have to see what I can bring, because I'm gonna try and have a few armies with me by then. And actually bring 40K this time. It's gonna be a very full car. Let's see, goofy tau lists are my favorite, says Malice Harding. Goofy tau lists. What does a goofy tau list comprise of? Are you running a whole lot of like awful railguns, or are you trying to like put a bunch of melee dudes in? But is that what you mean by goofy? And see, Bills, any army list I make is always, I want to try this, and rarely can I win with this. That's kind of what I've moved to over time. Like
Don't mistake, Miranda does love to win.
Winning is fun, but like net listing is not. And I don't particularly care for spam lists. Back in the day, like there was the 42 Doom Reaver list for War Machine, and that just didn't sound like any fun. But it's not like I didn't run Horde armies, because I would play like Old Witch with Alexius Cianor and all of the recursion that came with it, and all the denial that came with it. And I'd have Winter Guard in there and just all kinds of bodies. It was so onerous to move around, but it was really fun. Off to your conference call. Bye, Jeremy. Have a good one.
Bye,
Melinda. Been fun heading out. Good to see you. Looking forward to Doctor Strange this weekend. Oh, yeah? That is this weekend. Well, good night, Miss Melinda. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Let's see, Andrew. Oh, what have you repented for your sins against our Lord and Savior Menoth these last 2 weeks? Oh, goodness. Patrick, I don't have any Archons. I haven't purchased any Wormhorde stuff since I was in El Paso for the most part. Other than Riot Quest and Mini Crate, I think. You weren't in on the whole Warcaster thing? Malice, the one I'm playing this weekend is all infantry, no tanks or suits. Oh, wow, that does sound fun. Like, it sounds like you just get to try and do stuff. Are you actually playing in a tournament, Malice? I'm probably just about ready to wrap up here, so inquiring minds want to know. It's nice to see everybody getting back to like local tournaments and games and stuff again. So, I don't know, do you think DJ would ever play with all infantry? All his infantry against all my infantry? I would be okay with this. Like, just only bring melee dudes. Like, you're not even allowed to bring dudes with guns, which I don't think would actually be possible for me in Astra Militarum. Let's see, I have my Bullgrins.
I got Bullgrin for days.
I'd need a lot of Bullgrin, but I don't think I can actually fill out a force organization chart. They're good at fighting, but they have range. They have guns. Like,
Oh, I see.
yeah.
I say DJ might do it if you ask him to. He would never play an army like that against me, because playing against me is different.
Yeah, playing, you're definitely a different kind of player for sure. Yes, a local one. Oh, that'll be awesome. I hope you have a good time. Ciao. I guess the Archon used by trolls is something like Dunia Archon. Yeah, it was something like that. It's a really pretty looking model. Jeremy, I'll take a full Tau infantry army against you, Miranda. All right. Let's see. I did do the first wave of Warcaster, but I've played it 3 times. Fair enough. Illyrian, I had a Warhammer weekend with my WoW guild recently. About 8 of us all play, so we got together for 3 days of big games. My sister's lost, but I have a lot still to learn. That sounds so fun. You get to like meet up with your WoW guild and then like play this other game. Like, what a great sense of community. DJ, I'd take Kroot just for the hell of it and laugh as they eat your Imperial Guard. Thanks. So all melee Tyranids? Sounds bloody. Yes, that one does sound bloody. That one doesn't sound pleasant at all. All right, well, I think we're going to stop it here. Like I said, I'm going to put out a poll to see what time availability you guys might have a preference for a live stream this weekend. It would only be a short one, but I'm going to play this short film, Ding It, and so stay tuned for that. Other than that, I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks, and I hope to have another fun surprise for you on my next live stream, so stay tuned for that one. All right, anything else you want to say, Miss Flo? Thank you all for joining us. You guys have a great night. Enjoy the rest of your week. Happy painting. Happy hobbying.